G'day everyone, back again to do another vid. Today we're going to go and do some pirates with the next starter ship, which is the Mustang Alpha. So I've got my FPS counter down the bottom for everyone to see how we're going. I'll just turn off the chat and we'll get into it. So we'll just go do an ICC. No, we'll go do a probe mission. Not a probe mission. I keep saying that wrong. We'll go do a comm relay mission and see how the next starter ship handles everything. Okay. So last time I played, I did the Aurora. It was one of a longer videos, so I'll just start off by doing these videos. Doing specific missions. I'll do a comm relay mission like I said, and then if I've got time and if I survive whatever, I'll either try to do an ICC probe mission or log off and pick another ship and do it. Either way, we should have some fun today. I'll have to be honest with you, this is the first time I would have ever flown a Mustang in the PTU. Yeah, so we'll see how we go. Now, that looks like it's gimbaled, but like last time, I'm not going to take that for granted and actually figure it out before I actually get shot at. Hopping in my little hobbit hole here. Good crouch. No. Yes. No. It looks like wow, I'm outside this. Wait, hang on. Come back. Yep, that worked. Okay, so that was a bit glitchy. Frame rates are still pretty good, and well, one thing I have to say for the Mustang, its cockpit's pretty good, but look at the top left there. The it indicates that the shield's just up the front, so I'm not sure if that's a bug or not, but we'll suss it out anyway. Hopefully I won't get one-shotted by a saber this time. Yeah, you'll do. Okay, so this should be a bit of fun. Alright, here we go. Oh wait, someone's beat me to it. Okay. Oh, I can't see the radar. Okay, so that's a Ninetales Aurora and a Ninetales 300. Oh, how many ships are there? Oh, okay. Well, let's see how we fare against an Aurora. Okay, looks like it's gimbaled weapons. Here we go. Alright. Whoa! Next time, don't joust. Actually, the Mustang's pretty maneuverable. Although, I need to learn to shoot straight. Well, I figure if you're flying up against starter ships, you should be doing alright. Woo, yeehaw! Okay. Well, more bad guys. Alright, here we go. No, I'm not gonna run. I'm gonna shoot you. Looks like, you know, the gimbal's making a bit of difference, and this ship's fairly maneuverable, so as far as the starter ship goes, I'm feeling a bit more confident in the fight. I suppose there is another player here. Guess teamwork actually does make a difference. The 300s, I don't know what's going on here. They seem to, well, my fingers have overhit. Let's go for a missile. No more ramming speeds. Here we go. Try to get a missile lock. No, not going to happen. Alright, so his basic tactic is just to rotate around and lasers of overheating. Oh, don't want to get shot at. Pardon me. Coughing in the mic. Well, I've actually gotten damage on the front of my nose. I didn't even realise I got hit. Do I have missiles in this thing? I must have missiles. Going... No. Well... Oh, who's in another Mustang anyway? Good kill, good kill. See what happens when you team up. Get to not die. So now that's actually interesting. Like the ships seem to be flying as, you know, the pirates seem to be flying their ships like I guess you would, like the, you know, the 300's a nice little flyer and he's really agile. Oh, make sure I don't hit the other bloke. That'd be really embarrassing. I think the other pilot's just a bit of a better shot than me. Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna try something different. He likes to rotate around, so we want to try to match his... actually, one thing I did notice, if you've got your match speed on and you hit your afterburners, they don't work. It's actually locked. So if you got your match speed on and someone's shooting at you from behind, I recommend not using match speed, because then you can't use your afterburners to extradite yourself out of the situation. Which, you know, like, it's gotten... can't pin this guy down. Cheeky little sod. But that's actually pretty cool. Like, you know, someone who knows how to fly can actually really kick some serious ass. Okay, well that's pretty good. Mission withdrawn. Okay, that's not us though. Look, the guy was here first. I'll let him get the mission. Oh, this is really embarrassing. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's really strange. I can't see the radar on the ship because of the light. That's really bad. Okay, so there's a second person here. Let's see what they're flying. That chap was in another Mustang, and you got your Avenger there. I might actually try the Avenger. Alright, so that seemed to work out alright for some people. Let's see if we can replicate the victory. And maybe it's just my crappy flying last time that led me to an early demise. Alright, so we do have a bit of damage, but I think we'll be okay. Although I don't think the shields are working properly on the ships, so maybe just be aware of that. I'm pretty sure, like, I mean, that wasn't such a hard fight. Granted, there was someone else there soaking up the hits for me, but a Gladius and a well, go a bit faster. What's the other guy? Doesn't want to target. There we go. Alright, so we got... Oh, somebody else jumped in. Okay, cool. Well, I evaded the missile, but hit the ship. What's going on with my targeting? Here we go. Alright. Overburn my boosters. Alright, there he is. Whoa, that's a lot of fire. That actually feels like a furball. Holy crap. What happened to my... Oh! Okay. Did I lose my guns? I think I lost my guns. Okay, F4 isn't working, so... It's interesting. I can't even... Okay, so my guns are down. Alright, so this is a bust. I'm not really sure what happened. I think I just... Looks as if the ballistic weapons are just shooting straight through. He doesn't even have a target rig. Oh, okay, that's not the guy I'm targeting. He's not the droids the ships I'm looking for. Okay. So, one of the big things that you really need to look at when you start getting in a bit of combat now is to basically use your afterburners to avoid incoming fire. I know that sounds really simple and sensible, but people just forget because for a long time we just didn't have it. And I feel like I'm just playing Wing Commander again in terms of how the fights are going. So it's really unfortunate that my F4 key is not working. It doesn't matter. Anyway, we got shot to shit, but I think that it basically comes down to, okay, so starter ships, I mean, I don't even think, even if I was in something a bit better, I don't think I would have fared too much better. So it's more like, you know, you gotta just pay attention to what's going on. Try to avoid incoming fire as best as you can. I know it sounds, simple, but a lot of people just forget that you can just afterburn away, strafe out of the way, no more jousting, and just play it sensibly. Like that was an unwinnable fight. We took a few hits, granted, but at the end of the day, I get to walk away. I think that should represent the PU when we go live. I mean, there were four bandits there, and me and a starter ship, so that was definitely not a winnable fight. And just realise that at the end of the day, sometimes you're just not going to win a fight. I mean, even if you're in, I suppose even if I was in a Vanguard, I mean, I would have gotten shot to shit, because every time you slow down to take a shot, someone's on your ass. So I guess that can encourage some group play. Oh yeah, my guns got shot off. I feel so impotent without them. Ooh, I took a bit of damage. Yeah, I mean, considering that the Mustang is your flimsy starter ship, I mean, she took a bit of a beating. I think when I was playing with the MR, she just it was just some sort of bug with the saber that just one-shotted me. But then again, getting shot with 4 energy weapons or ballistic weapons, straight on the nose, probably would take most things down, or at least damage them significantly. Just inspecting the damage here. Oh, some of my thrusters were damaged. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. Didn't notice any difference in the maneuverability, but yeah, okay. So I think there needs to be some little bug fixes and balancings and tweakings and stuff like that, but I just don't think that people should be too concerned about how the pirates are flying. I mean, like, when there was two people there flying, like me and that other guy, we did okay. We took them out pretty easy. And they seem to be starting to fly a bit defensive. But at the end of the day, I don't think you really want to do a combat mission solo anyway when you're in the persistent universe. I mean, why not just grab a friend or an NPC to come fly with you? I mean, just to soak up some fire. I mean, if you want to be some sort of hardcore solo combatant, I mean, sure, go ahead. But I don't think anyone should be going anywhere by themselves in this game, regardless. I mean, like I said, you can get your guild buddies, your mates, this and that. And I don't think the pirates are too OP. I think they're actually. Wow, how the hell did I get this thing home? All right, so yeah, I mean, nothing crazy. That seemed to be okay. It feels. I mean, like. Yeah, the pirates are a bit tougher, but you know what? They feel a bit more balanced. But it'll just be an ongoing thing. So I mean, like, I think we should say, hey, look, these things are happening. It is Alpha after all. We should definitely be vocal about what's going on. But also get out there and learn to fly again. Like the flight system, you got to get used to. Like, I'm sure if I was in Arena Commander in the Pirate Storm, would have a bit more success. But at the same, at the same time, like you want your enemies to shoot back at you. I mean, let's face it. I'd love to face roll on my keyboard and win every game, but then it'd just be boring, and you won't have a sense of accomplishment. And now there's a little bit of danger with the sense of danger with the probes. I mean, yeah, okay, so you get someone new to the game, they've got like a starter ship, they might get one-shotted now, but I think it's important as a community we just say, look, hey, it's a bit broken, CIG, can you just tweak this and tweak that a little bit, and then people learn to fly. Like, give people the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes, we if something's hard or whatever it is, it's probably good in certain ways, as long as people aren't going, screw this. I think I have a bit more faith in people to sort of, learn and go about the way and be strong. Like, me and the missus play, but she'll never do a combat mission. I mean, like she can't fly for crap, and it's not her fault. It's just that's not the kind of gameplay she wants. And let's face it, it's Star Citizen. We'll be living in a living universe, so there'll be plenty of stuff to do. And let's face it, if you're doing a cargo run or something like that, do you really want to engage the pirates? No, you pick your moments. You probably run most of the time. You know, and there should be a threat. They should definitely be a threat. You should be planning your exit strategies and stuff like that. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a game. You don't want to be like, you know, be a tactical genius to play the game, but at the same time, you still should just realize that, hey, you know, I don't have to engage. I don't have to play combat, and yeah, I mean, that was fun. Okay, getting shot up, it felt a bit dangerous, so you change the way you play. Look, enough beating a dead horse, but I'll be back with another video, and I will do an IC probe with another ship. Maybe we'll just go through and I think, to be honest, the Mustang was kind of easy mode, so what I'll do now is I'll get in the MR again, because that's probably the best utility starter ship, and I'll see how we go. Like, you know, just to walk a mile in a noob's shoes and see what kind of frustrations and stuff they may have, and just make some comments of it. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, there's no permadeath, there's nothing. You just have to wait for your ship to respawn. I mean, I don't even have to go to a port and get my ship repaired. I can just log off and log back in again, and it'll be perfectly fine. So, I mean, big deal. Anyway, I'll be back, and I'll catch up with you guys later.